Belgium against Panama in the World Cup, their first ever meeting here in Sochi. And before we hand over to our match commentator Chris Whiteman, we better hear the national anthems. Beautifully sung. The Panamas really taking the World Cup to their hearts here in Sochi. Earlier today, Sweden beat South Korea in Germany's group, but it's Group F we concentrate on. Remember, England, Tunisia later, but first it's Belgium, Panama in the company of your big match commentator. Good afternoon to Chris Whiteman.
Good afternoon, everyone. We've had one match today already, as John has just said. My sweepstakes South Korea let me down against Sweden, but nonetheless we've got a big game in front of us here. The first game of this group, I forget which group it is, but it's the same group as England, and it's going to be quite the contest. So let's go through the teams quickly. We've starting with Belgium. There's quite a few big names in the Belgium side, as a lot of people will be familiar with. So starting in goal, you've got Thibaut Courtois, a defence of Toby Alderweireld, Derek Boyata, Jan Vertonghen and Mayuna, as Vincent Kompany is only fit enough for the bench. Then in midfield, I say that Mayuna, he's playing in midfield because Belgium are playing 3-4-3, a very attacking approach. So you've got in midfield, you've got Mayuna, you've got Kevin De Bruyne, Axel Witsel and Carrasco, along with Mertens, and then you've got Hazard and Lukaku as well in the front three. So it's a very attacking looking lineup for Belgium. As for Panama, their lineup is as follows. They're playing in a 4-1-4-1 formation, looking to pack the midfield and prevent all of Belgium's midfield talent getting through. Starting in goal is Pinedo. Then in defence you've got Morello, Torres, Escobar, Davis. Then you've got Gomez sitting in front of the defence. Then you've got Barras Canaras, Godoy, Cooper, Rodriguez, and then Perez up front on his own. So it's going to be An interesting lineups for both sides. Panama very much looking to try and stifle the midfield of Belgium. Belgium going all out for the win here. Obviously, the other game in this group kicks off later tonight with England playing Tunisia. So a lot of English eyes will be on this game as they'll be looking to see how well Belgium deal with Panama. Belgium, the overwhelming favourites in this one. We shall see. The favourites haven't had it all their way in this tournament, as we have seen. All the big guns practically failed to win, apart from France, who looked unconvincing in their victory against Australia. So Belgium can really stamp their authority on the tournament if they come out big winners here today. So Panama just having their little team huddle before we get underway. It's their first ever World Cup appearance, Panama, although they have a little bit of pedigree behind them in terms of cup football. They finished runner-up in the Gold Cup in 2005 and 2013, losing out to the USA on both occasions. But the USA aren't even at this tournament, so you can consider that progress if you want to. We're at the lovely Fished Olympic Stadium in Russia. It is a very good-looking stadium, I must say. The roof is a very impressive shape and structure as Panama look to get us underway here. It's going to be a very entertaining game, I hope, as we've seen plenty of goals across the tournament. Let's see what Panama and Belgium have got to offer us on this occasion. Just waiting for the referee to be happy. Looking at his watch. All the officials in sync. As Panama are about to get us underway. And away we go. Panama get us underway. Panama in white attacking the goal to our left. Belgium in red attacking the goal to our right. As Panama immediately launch the ball forward into the box. And Thibaut Courtois has to come rushing off his line to pick up the nodded on header. And now Belgium have the ball at the back. Yang Vertonghen, Boyata, Kevin De Bruyne in midfield, just bringing it up to the halfway line, playing it out wide here towards Mertens. But Panama have got the ball back. They're trying to build from the back, but Mertens wins it back, played it out wide towards Carrasco. Tries to get it in the box, but it doesn't quite make it. As Lukaku is holding his hands up for something. Not quite sure. We're 52 seconds in and already there's a little bit of conflict going on. That's it. So goal kick to Panama. As it's launched downfield. But Panama with the ball, looking to try and bring it forward on the far side. A few good 1-2s going in there. Now it's Cooper, playing it back to Morello. Looking forward, but being forced to play backwards to Gomez. Gomez switching the play to this near side, or at least attempting to, but as much as they won the header, it was flicked off for a throw-on, as Belgium get possession back. Boyata just bringing it out of his box, plays it forward to Witzel. Witzel to Vertonghen. Now, Alderweireld. A lot of speculation about his club future. Hopefully he's got that all out of his head at the moment. Focused on the World Cup. Belgium, obviously, got to the semi-finals of Euro 2016. Quarter-finals, sorry, where they got thumped. Well, I wouldn't say thumped, but they were destroyed by a Welsh side that was playing out of its skin. A late header from Sam Vokes, of course, which our presenter here, JB, almost lost his voice over. It's Panama looking to bring the ball forward here, but Derek Boyata has won the ball back, and he's actually given away a free kick by the byline on the edge of the Belgian box. So an early opportunity here for Panama, perhaps, to get a decent ball in. Let's have a look here. It was Derek Boyata with a foul. It was a bit soft, if I'm honest, but Cooper hit the deck, and the referee's given a free kick. So Boyata deputising for Vincent Kompany, who's had a few injury troubles. Kompany's on the bench today. See if Panama can deliver something good here. Number 15, Davis, looking to whip a ball in. He does whip it in well towards the 6-yard box, but it's headed away by Alderweireld. And then a shot from Bacanaras on the edge of the box, but it's sliced it. It's gone up in the air and Courtois has caught it. And then as Belgium try to come away on a quick counter-attack, Davis ends up fouling Eden Hazard on the far side. Belgium take it short and quick as Witzel gets it out to this near side with Toby Alderweireld. Alderweireld looking down the line. Can't quite get it to a teammate though, as it's been deflected out. Belgium still have the ball though as it's their throw. Alderweireld gives it back to Boyata in the centre circle. The Tongan plays it out wide to Hazard, who's the Belgium captain today. De Bruyne still on this far side, linking up well the two Premier League stars. Back to De Bruyne, being forced backwards as Panama are pressuring them all the way. Alderweireld, who's come a long way up, considering he's playing in the centre-back position, although it's the right centre-back. Witzel now in the middle of the park. We're deep into Panama territory at the moment. De Bruyne plays it out wide to Eden Hazard. Hazard now, he's got options. He's got Carrasco ahead of him, forced to play backwards though to Kevin De Bruyne. Thinks about shooting, but cuts it back onto his left foot and plays it out wide to Carrasco again. He's by the byline on the far side. Carrasco being followed all the way by Davis. Plays it back towards the Tongan, who tries a deep cross. It hasn't quite met everyone, and oh well, the number 15 Morena has actually ran into the linesman, and the ball's gone out for a throw on this near side, which Panama take quickly, and they win a free kick. It's literally on this touchline. As the Panama goalkeeper is going to come out and take it. 5 minutes gone. Belgium 0, Panama 0. As the goalkeeper hoofs it long. It's come straight back though as Belgium win the ball back. Witzel, Morena on this near side. Plays it all the way back to Thibaut Courtois, who's just on the edge of the D. Boyata. Alderweireld on this near side, playing a long low ball down this wing. Now it's Morena bringing it forward. Opportunity now at the far post for Carrasco. It's shot straight at the keeper, and he deals with that easily. Penedo, it's a good early save for him. I'll give him a bit of confidence. It was a low driven shot into his body. Belgium win the ball back on the far side. Carrasco bringing it over the halfway line, gets it forward to Eden Hazard now. The break is on here. He's driving towards the byline. He's got Mertens ahead of him. It's a chance for Mertens in the box, has a shot, and it's punched away by the goalkeeper out for a corner. It's a good save. It was a shot from Mertens. It was quite close to the top corner, but the goalkeeper stretched, got a big hand on it, and it's gone out for a corner on this near side. Hazard takes it short, back to Mertens in a similar position to the shot which he had saved earlier. Goes down in the box, wants a penalty, referee says no. Eden Hazard wins it back on the edge of the box. Can he get it through to Mertens again? Mertens tries to cross it across the 6-yard box, but it's cut out and Panama get it away. Panama just holding on in that one. We're only 7 minutes in. I say like they've been defending for ages. They were just holding their line really well, putting bodies on the line. I don't think that's a penalty. On Mertens, as Munier plays it back to Alderweireld. Now Boyata in the centre circle, Kevin De Bruyne just inside the Panama half. Boyata inside the centre circle. Alderweireld again. De Bruyne, 1-2s with Alderweireld, who's bringing it further and further forward up this near side. De Bruyne again tries to chip it forward, but Panama players got in the way, and they're just playing a bit of head tennis here. They have cleared their lines, but only just, as it's a Belgium throw, just in line with the edge of the area. Back to Alderweireld on this near side. Boyata, centre circled. Now Vertonghen on the far side. Back to Oldveld. All the Belgian players are currently in the Panama half, apart from Courtois. They're in very attacking positions here, Belgium. There's Boyata just inside the centre circle in the Panama half. Vertonghen. Oldeveld. Back to Vertonghen on the far side, looking to switch it to Eden Hazard. Hazard, who's got Carrasco ahead of him. Now it's Mertens in the corner on the far side. Goes down, looking for a free kick. Referee says no. As Panama tried to clear their lines, but it's only gone as far as Derek Boyata, although he's let that roll all the way through to Courtois, who obviously called it. It was to Alderweireld. Now Boyata on the edge of the centre circle. Witzel. All the play on that far side at the moment. Carrasco exchanging passes with Eden Hazard, but the ball's been won back by Panama. Cooper now on the far side. They're battling away. Belgium are claiming that throw, and the referee's given it. They're about halfway into Panama's half. As it's thrown back to Vertonghen. Now Oldeveld bringing it over to this near side. Although he's giving it back to Boyata, who's on the kick-off spot. Back to Oldeveld, just bringing it to this near side touchline. Moyena plays it forward to Lukaku, who tried to flick it onto Eden Hazard, who has switched wings. As I'm sure him and Mertens are going to be swapping sides quite regularly, trying to keep the defence off balance. Here was the shot earlier, a strong right hand from the goalkeeper, just palming it out for a corner. That's the only real major chance, at least shot on goal wise anyway. Belgium nearly made a second opportunity moments later, but they just couldn't get it in the 6-yard box for Lukaku to bury, as Panama threw all their bodies in the way. Speaking of Panama, they've got the ball on this far side. Cooper trying to drive forward, but he's run out of pitch. And it's a throw on the far side, which Vertonghen will take. Boyata just on the edge of his own box. De Bruyne flicks it on. Or flicks it back, should I say, back to Oldeveld, who proceeds to give it back to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne chips it forward. Now Hazard on the far side. Oh, his touch was heavy, which allowed a Panama defender to get in the way as a Mexican wave proceeds to go round the stadium in the clockwise direction. De Bruyne wins the ball back, but inexplicably passes it to a Panama player. And now Panama on the far side. Cooper bringing it up. Perez. He's given the ball away, and now Carrasco trying to play a ball over the top towards Eden Hazard. A Panama player's headed it. They were asking for the keeper to come out. Oh, and they've given it inexplicably to Eden Hazard in the box, and he's hit the side netting. Goodness me, you can't get more hospital pass than that from the captain Torres. Goodness. He was telling the goalkeeper, you need to come and claim that. Goalkeeper didn't come, so then Torres tried to pass it back to him, and it was the worst attempt at a 10-yard pass I've ever seen in my life. It's gone straight to Eden Hazard, who shoots first time, and he hits the side netting. I mean, come on, you've got to hit the target at least from there, or lay it back off to Lukaku, who was literally stood in the box completely open. But Panama get away with it. First real chance there for Belgium. Second chance, should I say. It's Belgium trying to win the ball back from the goal kick. They can't do it. As Cooper on the far side touchline trying to get past Carrasco. Forced backwards though to the captain Torres, who nearly just sold his teammates down the river. Now Escobar tries to dink it forward over the top towards their striker, but it's won by Vertonghen, and then Alderweireld heads it back to Thibaut Courtois. Courtois rolls it out to Witzel on the edge of the box. Witzel plays it to this near side with Oldwell, who inexplicably passes it out of play on the halfway line. He was looking for Mertens, but didn't get anywhere near him. So Belgium just being a little bit sloppy in possession at times. As we're 12 minutes in. Panama battling for the ball here on this near side as a free kick is given on the halfway line. Foul by Moyena, number 15 for Belgium. Torres switches it out wide. on the far side to Murillo. Back to Torres. Torres looking to switch the play onto this near side. As Manana's gone in again, and he's going to pick up a booking for persistent fouling here. He only just got a verbal warning from the referee, and he backed into Rodriguez. There wasn't much in that, to be honest. Let's have a look again, see if it... Oh, well, he did kind of accidentally elbow Rodriguez in the stomach, which has proceeded to wind him. He's still getting up to his feet. That would have knocked the stuffing out of him. He's back on his feet either way, so shouldn't have to make a substitution for that one. He definitely felt that. Rodriguez. Anyway, Panama looking to deliver a free kick. It is a shocking cross, and Mertens has the ball on this near side, looking to try and get Belgium forward with Lukaku in a foot race with two defenders, but he's pushed one of them and given away a free kick, and Escobar is going to take it by the looks of things. Lukaku's mouthing off to him. That's because he pushed Cooper out the way to try and get to the ball, which you can't really do. And Cooper's actually now down, holding his calf. Not happy, Cooper, with Lukaku there. He's back to his feet though, as Escobar looks to take this free kick deep in his own half, as he plays it to Davis on this near side. Escobar again. The centre-back exchanges passes. Now it's Davis on this near side touchline. Davis looking forward to Perez, but he can't quite get it to him, and it's cleared away by Belgium. It's a long ball over the top towards Lukaku, but it doesn't quite reach him. Mertens tries to get it forward as well, but it's only gone to the right back. Murillo tries to play it forward, but again, ball has changed hands, or changed feet, if you will. And now Belgium have the ball in defence. Boyata, Oldeveld, bringing it up to the halfway line on this near side. Possession split 59-41 so far. So not complete domination from Belgium, as you would have expected, perhaps. As Panama just exchanging passes in defence, as the captain Torres looking to bring the ball forward, chips it forward towards Perez, who's kept hold of it well. He's got it to Godoy. Now Rodriguez on this near side, not quite hugging the touchline, plays it back to Godoy. Now Escobar. Rodriguez almost sold Godoy down the river, but Davis is there to mop up. Back to Escobar. Escobar looking to switch the play with a long ball to the opposite flank. Murillo's kept it in. Can't quite direct it to a teammate, but his teammate has kept it alive. Baracanes driving into the box, but he's run into Vertonghen and pulled him over, and has given away a free kick inside the Belgian box. Almost knocked it round him, but he did pull Vertonghen back a little bit, and then had a second crack at it as well, just for good measure. So definitely a free kick there. As Panama battling to win the ball back in midfield, and they have done. Back in the possession of Panama, although they've tried to play a long ball over the top, which has not come off, as Oldeveld mops it up, sends it back to Courtois, who lumps it to the halfway line. And a free kick has been given away of Belgium. I couldn't see why. Perhaps there was a push which I didn't see. But we're 17 minutes in. Belgium 0, Panama 0. Both teams just feeling each other out a bit here. Boyata gives it to Vertonghen. Vertonghen's the left centre-back. Oldeveld is the right centre-back on this near side, as he tries to play the ball forward to Mertens. It doesn't quite come off, but Mertens has managed to get it through. And now Mourinho tries to get it in the box, but it's blocked by Escobar, and it's gone out for a corner to Belgium. So Belgium, just as a yellow card has been brandished. The referee, I think, did play advantage just a moment ago, because Davis did take out Mertens in the build-up. The referee quite right to pull it back and book the player for what was a blatant foul. Sent Mertens absolutely flying. as Belgium take the corner short and have a shot from a ridiculously tight angle, I think from Carrasco, and it hits the side netting. Let's just see here. Yeah, Mertens was completely unmarked. He just kind of floated in on this near side and had a first time shot, but hits the side netting. Goalkeeper had it covered. And it's going to be a goal kick to Panama. How's it going, Russ? Must be nice to recover your voice after the commentary you did earlier. As the goal kick is taken, it's lumped long. Won by Witzel though. As Panama battling for the ball here in the centre of the park. They've got it to the far side with Morello. He tries to play it forward to Baracus, but his first touch is poor, and it's picked up by Belgium, who get it back to Courtois, who launches it long towards Lukaku. Lukaku can't quite get there, and now it's Escobar. Davis on this near side. Davis trying to chip it over the top towards Perez. And he just can't quite get there as Vertonghen mops up well. And Kevin De Bruyne picks up the loose ball on the edge of the box, gets it in the possession. In fact, he retains possession himself, plays it back to Courtois. Courtois gives it to Boyata. Now the centre-backs are just exchanging passes on the edge of their own box. Now Witzel has the ball in the middle of the park. It's it forward to Hazard on the halfway line, who is fouled by Torres. The referee's just having a word with him. There won't be anything more. It's a free kick just on the halfway line on the far side. As Roberto Martinez looking slightly anxious. As Alderweireld now has the ball on this near side. Boyata in the centre circle. Vertonghen. Witzel. Back to Boyata in the centre circle. Alderweireld. Literally on the halfway line, or he's pinged it out wide now towards Mertens. Mertens cuts the ball inside, but it's cut out by Escobar. Escobar loses the ball though to Kevin De Bruyne on this near side touchline. He gets the ball inside the 6-yard box, and between Torres and the goalkeeper, they've managed to deal with it. Romelu Lukaku was waiting at the back stick, and they get something on it, and it goes out for a corner on the far side. Let's have a look here. It was actually Torres sliding in towards his own goal, because the goalkeeper completely missed it. Somehow manages to direct it away from goal. And that's a really good last-ditch challenge because Lukaku was going to be there to score, and now it's a corner on the far side. So many defenders tried to do that and just smash it into their own net. Jamie Carragher and Richard Dunn, to name a couple, who used to do that a lot. But Torres has obviously perfected the art. Hazard takes the corner short to De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Has a shot from distance and it blazes over the bar. It was a good effort. Similar position to Philippe Coutinho's goal the other night, but can't quite get it to work the same. Put his laces through that one more. It was arrowed, but it was high, wide. Well, it wasn't wide, but well over the top. And it remains 0-0 as we approach the 22nd minute. No real standout performance at the moment. Panama launched the ball forward from the goal kick. One back by Perez. Plays it to Murillo. Murillo back inside to Barcenas. Well, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Barcenas, the number 8. That's what we're going to go with. Witzel wins the ball back on the edge of his own box. Being pressured by Perez, forced to go back to Courtois, who proceeds to lump the ball long towards Lukaku. He's battling Torres all the way. Torres wins the header and manages to get it to Davis on this near side. Davis pushing it up a bit. Forced to go backwards to Godoy. Godoy back to Davis, who plays it back to Escobar. Now Torres. Gomez. Torres again. Just trying to keep the ball. Panama as they play a ball over the top to this near side. As, oh goodness. Rodriguez tried to keep it in play, but his touch was horrendous. Ends up blazing out, and Meunier plays it back to his goalkeeper. Courtois plays it out to Vertonghen. Alderweireld, Boyata, they're all getting plenty of touches, these centre-backs. Boyata again. And again inside the centre circle. As you can see, the pass stat, 134 for Belgium, 63 for Panama. As Hazard goes down, demanding a free kick. Referee doesn't give it, and now Panama attempting to break here. Rodriguez playing it forward. They're trying to get the ball in towards Perez. There's cutouts. They're going to get a second go as they whip the ball in towards the back post, but Alderweireld is there. All this coming from the far side. Mertens is forced to come back to receive the ball. Meunier now plays it forward over the top towards Eden Hazard. Hazard cleverly backheels it to Lukaku. Lukaku plays it back to Meunier, who's kept on running, and it's slid out by Escobar for a corner. It's a great sliding challenge from Escobar, well timed. Gomez is currently down in the Panama box, holding his Achilles, and he's back on his feet as Kevin De Bruyne has come over to take this corner on the near side. 4 corners now for Belgium. See if they can deliver a good one here. Plenty to aim for. Referee's finally blown his whistle. De Bruyne raises his hand, delivers the corner. It's gone towards the back stick, towards Vertonghen, and he's cushioned the header down, but nobody was there. It's hacked away. Boyata challenges for it, but can't quite win it. Now Davis on this near side. He's got Eden Hazard for company. It's landed at the feet of Kevin De Bruyne. Now Hazard on the edge of the box. Hazard with a shot on goal, and it's blazed to the right of goal. Not many shots on target for Belgium so far. Romelu Lukaku looking a little bit frustrated as he was being manhandled in the box. Although, to be fair, they both had each other in headlocks, more or less. Now Belgium have the ball on this near side. Back to Alderweireld, number 2. Boyata in their own half still. Vertonghen plays it out wide to Carrasco, who appears to have switched wings again with Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard's now on this near side. Alderweireld plays it forward. Lukaku can't quite control it though. Now Panama look to break again. Perez plays it back. Murillo in the right back position. Plays it to Escobar. Escobar plays it to Cooper. Now Davis on this near side touchline. Forced to play back to his captain Torres, who's in the D on the edge of his own box. Now Gomez. Murillo on the far side. He's given the ball away. And now Belgium looking to break. Here's Eden Hazard on the far side touchline. He's got plenty for support. He's been fouled. Murillo takes him down this time. Cooper's suggesting that Hazard dived. Let's have a look here. Well, Hazard, he's not really got away from him. Can't say there was too much contact there, I'll be honest. The ref's given it, so there was no card for Murillo, so didn't see too much wrongdoing. So the free kick just in line with the edge of the box on the far side. It's in the middle of the touchline and the edge of the box. That gives you a better idea where the ball is. Certainly not a shooting angle as Kevin De Bruyne is looking at the ball with intent. Referee's just having a word with Lukaku and his marker Escobar. Escobar looking like a slightly convincing Kyrie Irving lookalike, but there you go. Anyway, referee's ready. De Bruyne tries to deliver a ball, but it hits the wall. and goes out for a corner, and now there's a player down for Panama. He's holding his face, so I'm guessing it deflected off his face, that free kick. As the two physios are running out, Powerade in hand. Oh yeah, he did take it to the head. So, but thing is, he jumped. If he didn't jump, it wouldn't have hit him in the face. So he's put his defensive duties ahead of his own personal health. So good on him. It's commitment right there for Panama, as their fans are currently bouncing and in a party mood. They're just happy to be here for the first time in their history, as I say. It's a real party atmosphere in this stadium right now. It's Panama briefly down to 10 men, as Cooper has to leave the field because he's received treatment from the physios. It's a corner on the far side, which Kevin De Bruyne is going to deliver. Whether he whips it in or plays it short, we shall see, because Eden Hazard is offering the short option. He does play it short to Eden Hazard on that far side. Hazard then plays it back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne whips it in towards the 6-yard box, but it's headed away by Murillo. And it's gone out for a throw on the opposite side, just near the technical area. As Mertens looked like he was going to take the throw. As Cooper is now back on the field. Boyata now has possession in the centre circle for Belgium. Oldeveld. Just bringing it up this near side. Plays it to Mertens. Mertens back to Oldeveld. As they're just exchanging possession at the back again. Now it's Meunier on this near side. Looking forward to Mertens, but he can't quite get it to him. As the ball's hoofed clear, but Boyata is going to mop it up. As we're 30 minutes into this game now, and it's still 0-0. Belgium with not many clear-cut chances. They try to launch a ball forward towards Lukaku, but it's dealt with by Escobar, who's been very reliable so far. Certainly been Panama's best defender. He's kept Lukaku relatively quiet. So it is a corner to Belgium on this near side. Eden Hazard's going to take it this time. Whips it towards the 6-yard box, but it's headed away. It's a throw by the technical area on this near side. Meunier is going to take it. Throws it back to Witsel, who's in his own half here. Now Boyata. Back to Witsel. Vertonghen. Back to Vertonghen again. Oh, he's been sold short with that pass, and now Panama looking to try and break, but it's well recovered by Vertonghen. He was sold down the river there by his teammate. I think it was Carrasco who sold him short with that pass, but he did well to recover. They've switched the ball to this near side now with Oldeveld. Vertonghen on the far side. Gets it to Carrasco. Plays it back to Vertonghen, who now has to do his laces up. As Belgium just keeping the ball so he can finish. Now he's done. And now Eden Hazard on the edge of the centre circle in the Panama half. Flicks the ball out wide towards Meunier, but he can't quite get there. It was a good idea as Meunier gives him the thumbs up. It was a good idea, but he just couldn't quite get it to him. And it's goal kick to Panama, whose manager is looking delighted with their performance so far. If their tactics were to clog up the midfield and prevent them from using all that creativity they have, so far it's worked. They just haven't offered too much in attack, Panama, so far. Whether their game plan is to try and hold out for a draw, certainly working. As the goalkeeper launches the ball upfield from a goal kick. Header won though by Vertonghen, who gets it to Lukaku, who knocks it down for Hazard. Hazard, who flicks it out wide to Mertens. But he's well marshalled by Murillo, who gets it back to Torres, the captain, who proceeds to launch it forward towards Perez. Boyata wins the header though, and then gets it to Witsel in the centre circle, who gets pushed over. And it's a free kick. Witzel not particularly happy with being pushed over, but quickly gets to his feet. It was Perez who pushed him over. It was a blatant foul, so no complaints there as Kevin De Bruyne gets us underway. Quick pass forward to Carrasco on the far side. Carrasco tries to whip it in towards Lukaku, but the header's won by Escobar. Panama just battling well here, and now they're looking to get away on the counter-attack. Here's Perez on this near side. He's got one man for support in the middle. He's taken too long. Boyata gets a toe on it. Panama keep it in play, though. Just on this near side, it's Rodriguez. Plays it back to Godoy. Now Cooper on this near side. Gets to the byline. He's got two players for company. Plays it inside towards Perez. Tries to whip the ball in, but it's blocked away. I think it might have been Alderweireld who got in the way of this one. It was. Alderweireld is not happy with his defence. They allowed Cooper to get to the byline without any challenge at all. So Panama get their first corner of the game on this near side. Fans are bouncing. As Barcenas is going to take it. Whips it in. Headed away by Kevin De Bruyne. It's landed to the feet of Perez on the edge of the box, but he's given it to De Bruyne. Now De Bruyne tries to get Belgium on the counter-attack. Hazard loses his balance, though, with that first touch. Goes down under a challenge, but the referee's waved advantage. And they tried to play a long ball over the top. It didn't work out. And I don't think the refs actually pulled it back. They didn't use that advantage to their advantage. Panama roll it out from the back. Torres on that far side. He's being slowly chased by Lukaku. And they tried a long ball over the top, but it hasn't worked. Boyata gets it to Courtois, who gives it back to Boyata. No, seriously, you deal with it. Boyata 1-2s with De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it back and then gets it back. Bit like pass the parcel this, as De Bruyne looks to switch the play to the opposite flank. Torres wins the header though, and it's only gone as far as Yang Vertonghen on that far side. Plays a long ball forward to Carrasco. Carrasco gets to the byline, plays it inside to Eden Hazard, tries to turn. He's running to Murillo though. He gets it back to Witzel on the edge of the box though, very central. Kevin De Bruyne plays it out wide to this near side with Meunier. Tries to get the ball into Lukaku, who pushed Torres over and has given away a free kick on the edges of the 6-yard box. But a bit of a lacklustre performance so far from Belgium. Their formation might have been very attacking, but they haven't done anything to complement that attacking talent that they've got. Let's have a look at the replay again. I'll tell you what, that's a very tame free kick to be given. I must be honest. I think if the referee had a second look at that, he wouldn't be blown up for a free kick. Panama did win the cross that came in, though, so it wouldn't have made too much of a difference, because they would have just hoofed the ball clear, I imagine, if the ref had continued play. Panama now on the ball. They're just inside their own half. Gets it wide to Cooper. Now Rodriguez loses out, though, to Mertens. Mertens plays it back to Boyata, who's being pressured by Perez, so he plays it to Vertonghen, who gives it straight back. Vertonghen again on the far side. Gives it to Toby Alderweireld. Alderweireld just bringing it up. Edge of the centre circle. Plays it out wide to Meunier. Meunier plays it inside to Hazard. Hazard driving into the box. Gets into the box. Has a shot on goal, and it's a great save by the goalkeeper. A low driven shot from Eden Hazard to his left. And the goalkeeper bats it away. It's a corner though. On this near side, Mertens is going to take it. Goalkeeper's done well with that save. It was a terrifically hit shot from close range, as Mertens delivers the ball towards the penalty spot, headed away by Torres, acrobatically cleared by Godoy, and now Panama trying to break again. Murillo in the right back spot on the far side, trying to bring it forward, but has no options, so is forced to play it back to Gomez. Gomez to Torres. Now to Gomez again. Looks to bring the ball forward, switching the play to this near side, long ball towards Davis. Davis plays it back to JL. Well, it's JL Rodriguez, but we'll just call him Rodriguez. Nearly called it J Rodriguez then. And he's whipped the ball in. And it's been headed away by Carrasco. He didn't get much communication. He didn't really need to head it away for a corner, but it's a corner to Panama on the far side as Barcenas is going over there to take it. Torres and Escobar are up from the back. Hands in the air from Barcenas as he's about to deliver it. Whips it in towards the back stick, towards Perez. Perez heads it back into the danger zone towards Torres. Torres who tries to hit it on the volley. It's not going on target, but Courtois still picks it up anyway. And he's being followed in the box by Gomez for whatever reason. And then when he rolls it out, Gomez then proceeds to retreat back in front of his front four. Don't know what kind of tactic that was, but De Bruyne has the ball on the edge of the centre circle, plays it to Alderweireld on this near side. Panama's tactic to frustrate Belgium with their formation as the ball played through to Lukaku, but the goalkeeper's rushed out and prevented him from getting a touch. It's good goalkeeping there from Panama's goalkeeper, Pendo. He's done really well there. Lukaku was inches away from getting a touch on that, but Pendo got out there quickly. It was a great ball through from Carrasco, and Lukaku just couldn't quite reach it. As Murillo's given away a free kick on the far side touchline, basically a corner. As Panama set up their line on the edge of their 6-yard box. It's going to be De Bruyne to deliver it. De Bruyne dinks it in towards the back stick, towards Carrasco, has a shot on the volley. He was completely open. It was actually Mertens, not Carrasco. And he hits it to the wide right of goal. It was very wide in the end, actually. He sliced it completely. And Belgium, they're very creative with their set pieces, their ideas, but they just haven't quite had the finishing touch, at least so far. Here's Eden Hazard's opportunity again. He got just inside the box before he blasted it at the near post. The goalkeeper got down well, palmed it away for a corner. Pendo, he's not been too busy, but he's had to make a couple of good saves. Or Pendo, whatever you want to call him. As Panama have actually won a free kick on the halfway line. Escobar's coming forward to take it. Gets it out wide to Davis on this near side touchline. Forward to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to get to the byline, but he's being followed by two players here. Mertens. They get it inside. It's good link-up play. Now it's a chance, perhaps. Gomez. Opportunity now for Perez. Shoots high and wide. Wasn't a very good shot. As we are 4 minutes away from half-time. 41.5 minutes gone. Still goalless. I wouldn't have predicted that at the start of the game. Belgium have been just lacklustre and missing that killing pass, really. Lukaku's very much a guy who relies on service, and he hasn't really got it so far, as Belgium tried to get the ball through to him again, but it's just rolled straight through to the goalkeeper. As he then drop kicks it right up the pitch towards Perez. Been won by Alderweireld, though. His first touch isn't very good, though. He's forced to chase it. Perez chased him all the way and blocked him from booting it up the field. As Meunier comes over to take the throw on this near side on the edge of the Belgian box. Bit of head tennis going on as Meunier heads it forward towards Lukaku, but Lukaku can't quite control it. It's gone back through to the goalkeeper of Panama, who launches it forward immediately. It's only gone straight to Boyata, who gives it to his goalkeeper, Courtois. See, Belgium have had 3 shots on goal and forced 3 saves out of the goalkeeper. So they've been on target, just not quite good enough to beat the keeper, though. Boyata in the centre circle gives it to Witzel. Witzel to Vertonghen, who switches it to Oldeveld. Oldeveld back to Boyata, who's again the three centre-backs pushing very high up the pitch, certainly giving them an open man opportunity to pass to whenever possible, which is good. It means they retain possession well, but they're not doing very much with the possession. So they try a long switching ball over the top, but it's won by Murillo. Gets it back to Torres. Torres then loops it forward towards Perez, who can't win the header against Boyata. Now it's Gomez. Murillo on the far side touchline, just over the halfway line. Pings it towards Perez in the box, but it's gone straight through to Courtois. Didn't have to make too much effort to pick that one up, and he rolls it out immediately to Oldeveld. Now Kevin De Bruyne in the middle of the half. Brings it forward to the halfway line. Pings a ball over the top towards Eden Hazard, but it's won by Torres. Torres, who almost headbutts his own teammate Davis, but they get away with it. And surely a foul? No, the referee says no foul as Belgium looking to come away here. Here's Eden Hazard on the edge of the box. Hazard cuts it to the outside. Oh, goodness. It was cut out by Torres. And now Barcenas is bringing it forward. Barcenas now to Murillo on the far side, who gets fouled, surely. Yep, it is a foul by Eden Hazard. Murillo saying you should be booking him. You've already booked one of our players for something similar. And yeah, it probably is worthy of a booking. It definitely stopped a counter-attack happening. Panama take it short, though. Davis trying a long ball over the top towards Perez, but he can't win the ball against Boyata. Goes all the way through to Vertonghen, who hoops it forward. And all the way back to Torres. We're into the last seconds of normal time in this first half. Hearing there's going to be should be about 2 minutes added on. As Panama looking to try and get the ball forward, but Vertonghen again cuts it out. There is, yep, that's 2 minutes of added time. Confirmed by the fourth official. As Panama have a free kick in the Belgium half. They take it short though. As Godoy plays it to Davis, back to Godoy. Godoy plays it to Perez, who goes down under a challenge from Vertonghen. Referee says no free kick. As the ball is switched to this near side with Davis. Davis trying to get to the byline, but it's forced backwards by Lukaku of all people, tracking back. And now he's got it back to Cooper. Cooper tries to 1-2 it with Godoy, but loses out. As Meunier won the ball, plays it back to Courtois. Courtois hoofs it down the touchline. As Kevin De Bruyne has pushed over Gomez, for whatever reason. I don't really know what's happening there. Referee hasn't blown up for a free kick. Oh, he has now, though. As Murillo effectively rugby tackled. It was quite a robust challenge, to say the least. Actually, it wasn't Murillo, it was Barcenas, the number 8. Stopped, I think it was Vertonghen playing the ball forward by spinning him round. As they play it short to Witzel, and now the ball is switched to this near side with Oldeveld. Oldeveld plays it just inside to Hazard. Hazard gets inside the box but runs into 3 Panama players. And he's 30 seconds left of added time as it's hoofed forward. It's nobody but Boyata. Boyata who gives it to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne switches it to the far side. It's Carrasco. Mertens plays it inside, but again, straight to a Panama player. Gomez hoops it forward. The last 10 seconds of added time. Boyata in the centre circle gets it to Oldeveld. Tries to ping it forward towards Meunier. Meunier gets the ball in the box, does he? It's too far back, headed away. Referee looks at his watch, and half-time is blown. So, Panama holding Belgium at present to a 0-0 draw. It's been a very lacklustre performance so far from Belgium. The Panama fans are very happy with their performance in that first half. It has been a dogged display, I've got to say. They've defended well as a unit. They've created the odd opportunity, got themselves corners and had a few shots on goal, but haven't really troubled Courtois. Belgium, on the other hand, they've had a few decent chances, forcing 3 good saves out of the Panama goalkeeper, Penedo. And, well, this match is finally in the balance. It's not been the most boring game, I must say. It has had its moments, but hopefully the second half will be a little bit better. I'm going to hand you back over to John Stuttard for the half-time show, and then I'll be back for the second half, so don't go away. It's all yours, John.
Thank you very much, Chris. 0-0 in Sochi. We'll get back to Chris over there for the second half shortly. So 0-0 here in the game that really does involve England, and a 0-0 draw wouldn't be a bad result with England very much in mind. But on target, just the 3 shots on target. And the 1 yellow card, of course. Panama have had 2. Davis and Basanias, both on yellow cards. We will hopefully get some England team news as well. But it looks as if at the moment it's, well, not been the best first half maybe. But we said down in the first game between the Swedes and the Koreans. And then what happened? It all kicked off in the second half. And VAR really played its part, but our first half really, the Belgians should be winning. I mean, on paper they should be winning this game, but as we've seen many times already in this tournament, it's been very suspect. Maybe it's the nerves of the first game of the tournament, perhaps. Kevin De Bruyne is certainly involved. Omar says hello, JB. Hello back to you, and he's also praising our commentator. I hope you can join me for England later on. And that will be presented and commentated on by me, John Stuttard, as we just see some of the best action of the first half. De Bruyne really keeping the ball well there. And of course we'll bring you up to date what happened, of course, in the other game. At the moment, of course, we'll take a little short commercial break in a second because obviously John's Beautiful Fragrances by Essence is our title sponsor. So actually, in fact, we're just gonna take a couple of minutes and just for a quick commercial break because I'm still horsed out from earlier. So we'll be back in about a couple of seconds.
This World Cup year, be a world champ, because you're going to say with us at John's Beautiful Fragrances by Essence. Now, what we can offer you this summer for £20 is all your favourite fragrances and perfumes. You're going to make a massive saving at Hugo Lloris does for France. 50ml bottles, £20 each. Also, you can do gift sets as well for £35, so that costs less than 1 week's wage for Harry Kane, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And you can score more with our Vera products, makeup kits, natural scents as well for your home. You can have we've got a whole heap of products for yourself and for your household. So what are you doing? Don't delay. Don't be a world champ. Be a world champ and give Essence a try today. This World Cup year.
There you are. Welcome back, everybody. We just had to have a quite slight advert for my obviously the Essence fragrances. I hope you enjoyed it. It took me a long time to do the voiceover for that. It's a little bit of light relief there as we come up to half time in this game, and if you switched on very, very late, it's Belgium 0, Panama 0 in Sochi. We're in Volgograd, awaited England, of course, in their match as well, as they take on Tunisia later tonight. You'll be able to hear the whole match live here on the JB Clark YouTube channel with my good self. So we just wait. We haven't got any proper news to bring you at the moment, but what I can tell you is that England will start with Jordan Pickford in goal, and that's not very good news, unfortunately, for Nick Pope fans and followers, because I think that's a disappointment, really, if you look at it logically, because Nick Pope has been the best English goalkeeper, in my opinion, for quite some time.
Pope for England.
Yes. Chris has just checked in there from Sochi to say Pope for England. Yeah, and I just honestly think that I'll be honest with you, I can't understand why Southgate doesn't pick form players. I'm not trying to belittle Southgate. I'm not trying to belittle Pickford in any way, shape or form. Southgate has made a statement of intent and given him the jersey. But what my beef is at the moment with with that is it just doesn't seem right to me, and well, you wouldn't say it's a scandal, but it would be a scandal if he made a mistake. And we don't want to see people make mistakes in games or anything like that. That's not what I want to see. But at the moment, it's hard to tell really. But it looks as if it's going to be Harry Kane up front. Harry Kane, of course, a real form to everyone in the Premier League usually, but this really is something very, very different, of course. But I think it's going to be a tough hold. But as I say, England play tonight in Sochi, and of course it's going to be an absolute thriller minute.
Now he's on the greatest stage.
So we're going to check in with England, and we're going to get another interview, this time with Dele Alli, who's been speaking with Gary Logan about him appearing on the world stage. Gary Logan reports.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously they're not scarred, they look in good nick, so they're being protected by shin pads at how old? 11 years. So you've had them since you were 11?
Yeah, 11 years.
Really blows my mind that you've had shin pads that are 11 years old, because I imagine after 11 years there's a certain smell that comes with the shin pads.
No, I don't know why, they don't smell that bad.
Do you clean them?
No.
Have you tried other shin pads?
Yeah, well, I lost them for like 6 months or something.
You played quite badly in that time.
Not the best. But one of the, I'm not going to say one of the happiest moments, but it was a really good feeling when I found them.
One of the happiest moments in your life.
I'm not going to say that. I was over the moon when I found them again.
This camp seems very happy, very relaxed. How different would you say the mood is to 2 years ago even?
It's hard to say because last time I thought, it felt like everyone was getting on really well until I was on the pitch. But yeah, it's been really good. There's been a real positive feeling. Everything's a lot clearer.
Clearer in what way?
In the sense of how we want to play.
That comes from the manager.
Yeah, of course. It's about being together. We want to do everything together, and we know if we go into them dark places in the game where, say against Iceland, for instance, you've got to look around you and feel like everyone you're playing with, you have 100% trust in them, and I think that's important going into a tournament like this. We have to have belief in ourselves, but in our teammates as well.
You mentioned Iceland, so I'll bring it up as well. Did you feel very alone on the pitch that night?
Yeah, it's one of the worst moments of my career so far and of my life. Can't say anything about the manager, but I feel like when it happened as players, I think we was a bit too naive. Felt like they shouldn't score against us, and when you go 2-1 down, you can sort of lose focus, and I think we have to go through it and relive it to get through it and make us stronger as a team, and we've got to make sure it doesn't happen again.
This is surely as bad as it's ever been for England.
Those kinds of experiences only make you stronger, don't they? And if anybody has lived through the worst moment as an England player, it's your manager. Do you talk to him about that?
He has mentioned it, but I'm not saying you feel it with him, but he sort of relives his experience to you, and it's great to have that sort of knowledge, hearing it for someone who's been there.
Playing in a World Cup is just the pinnacle of footballers' careers.
Yeah, you have to enjoy it, you have to have a good time, and that's what we're doing. But at the same time, we know what we're here to do. We have to come in with a mentality that we're going to win it. Anyone that loves football wants to be a part of the World Cup, and we've been given this opportunity, and it's always an honour to put the 3 lines, the shirt on, so we don't want to regret anything.
So Dele Alli there speaking with our reporter Gary Logan, and a bit of breaking news concerning Croatia. Now, I can't stress it, we don't know what's been going on with the Croatia side until we get something actually official, but Russ Vernon has just messaged in. Now, Nikola Kalinic has allegedly been thrown out of the Croatia World Cup squad. So he's obviously allegedly been sent home after refusing to come on against Nigeria. I'm not 100% sure. I have to say the word alleged because unless we get confirmation from the Croatian FA, we don't know for sure. But it looks as if, and I've got to stress that Nikola Kalinic has actually been thrown out of the Croatia World Cup squad and sent home in disgrace, allegedly, by refusing to come on against the Nigerians in the first game. So, as I say, I can only reiterate what I've said. It's allegedly. It's not It's nothing to do with that. So let's get the views of an ex-England pro prior to the game. It's Martin Keown, who's alongside Jason Mohammed.
You know, you have to love it going into the games. You stand in that tunnel before the match. You think of people you played with over the years, your family. You're very proud going into a game of this enormity, but you handle the occasion and grow through the tournament. And we can do that. I don't think the players be too frightened of what they've seen so far. Some of the bigger nations have struggled a little bit. We're in good shape. We just need to perform now on the pitch.
I should tell you about Tunisia's fans as well. They've been making a lot of noise, haven't they, in Volgograd today. And I was talking to a few of them at lunchtime today, and what's really interesting is they say that they will fight, they will battle, they will make it very, very hard for England tonight. Is that what you're expecting?
I have. And then once they qualified, there was 5 French players that suddenly came into the squad and has made them considerably stronger. But we've got the better players, there's no doubt. We've got a great deal of pace in an England team. I can really remember a team as quick as this in the past, and we've got to make that count tonight.
Okay, Martin, enjoy it. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, thank you to Martin Keown. And it is a great atmosphere here in Volgograd. It is empty, the stadium at the moment. There are 1 or 2 people taking their seats to kick off just under 2 hours away. And of course, you'll be able to hear full match commentary of that one with myself from 7 o'clock. Our programme does start at about 7:15, sorry, on the JB Claret YouTube channel. And so we've, as I say, unless we get something official in the Nikola Kalinic situation, we will bring it to you from the Croatian FA. But as regards Sweden and South Korea, that was an interesting game earlier today. It was a really good match as well to kick off. But I have to say it was a tough afternoon really. I'm just looking at the game. Obviously, they're playing back the highlights at the moment, but yeah, it's happening here at this World Cup. I'm just going to get I'm trying to get a little picture from the. What we'll do is confirm that news properly at full time in this game, or during the England match earlier today. This is the VAR decision in the game that Russ Birding covered, and you can see there quite clearly gets none of the ball, plenty of the man, and I think the referee was quite right to give the spot kick in his wisdom. Well, the VAR were, and so Chris White was actually said he's refused to come on due to having back pain. He's been sent home because the manager wants all his players and fit and ready, so which Kalinic is not. So this is the group in Group F at the moment after 1 game each. Mexico and Sweden joint top. Mexico leading Sweden by virtue of the fact that it's alphabetical order. Germany in 3rd place with no points, and South Korea bringing up the rear again on alphabetical order. The next games, South Korea against Mexico and Germany against Sweden. So we're just waiting for the second half to happen here in England's, in the first game between Belgium and Panama in England's Group F. And I have to say, you've got to give credit to Panama. They defended rather stoutly. They throw bodies on the line when the 2 players have put their bodies on the line at the moment, and that's something to be considered here. In fact, the players are in the tunnel now. There's I think that's I don't know if that was Thierry Henry or not, but he certainly was. But we will confirm that news about Nikola Kalinic at full time for you. And but it looks as if that he's going to play no further part in the World Cup, sent home as well. I think that's Thierry Henry there talking with Romelu Lukaku as the players come out onto the field. The Panama players have they've been playing like heroes for the first 45 minutes, that is for sure. But let's get back to Sochi for the second half of England, the other game in England's group between Belgium and Panama. 0-0 at the moment, and Panama holding the Belgians, one of the favourites for the title of the world. As the teams head back onto the field, I think it's a good time as any to rejoin your commentator for the second half, Chris Whiteman.
Well, welcome back everyone for the second half. No substitutions as of yet, so it is all the same as we were at kickoff. Just waiting for the referee to get everyone ready, as the Panama manager just having a few final words with a few of his players. Speaking to Morello and Davis at present. As Belgium in all red prepare for the kickoff, as they will be attacking the goal to our left. Panama will be attacking the goal to our right. You see, Belgium have been playing pretty poorly so far. They'll be looking for improvement in this second half as Lukaku gets us underway. So no changes at half time, so it's all the same. So Witzel in the centre circle. Brings it out wide to Vertonghen. Vertonghen gets it out wide here to Carrasco. Carrasco plays it back to Vertonghen, just on the halfway line. Alderweireld just bringing it up on the far side. Gives it back to Witzel on the edge of the centre circle. They'll be looking for a bright start, Belgium. Witzel gives it to Alderweireld. Alderweireld to Carrasco. Carrasco goes down, and that's a free kick. It was Mertens, actually. As Panama saying, I got the ball. And referee says, no, it's a free kick. So, free kick has been given. And Kevin De Bruyne will take it to deliver it. In it goes. Diving header away. Panama look to clear their lines. They don't know as it goes out for a throw on the far side in a similar position to the free kick, obviously just on the touchline. Back to Alderweireld. Now Boyata in the centre circle. De Bruyne gets it out wide to Carrasco. Carrasco tries to whip the ball in. It's headed away by Torres. Up and again, and it's Mertens won the volley! Oh my word! Mertens has gone and buried a beautiful volley. 46 minutes gone, a minute into the second half, and Belgium lead. It's a brilliant volley. Look at this. So it's whipped in, headed away by Torres. Headers contested between Hazard and Escobar. It falls to the feet of, well, it doesn't even fall to the feet of Carrasco. Carrasco just hits it on the volley in the right corner of the box. It's a dipping volley right into the far corner. Keeper's got absolutely no chance. Absolutely smashing goal, that one. And Belgium, well, we said they needed a positive start to the second half. I make it, what, 90 seconds? And they've already scored. So, perfect start to the second half that Belgium would have been looking for. And Belgium lead Panama by a 0-0. As Panama play a long ball immediately from kick-off. Looking to respond quickly, but Boyata rises and heads it away. Now Hazard. Hazard trying to bring it forward in the centre circle, driving forward still. Gets past Davis. Does he get fouled? Yes, he does. And the player picks up a yellow card for good measure here. It was the number 11 in the end. Cooper was the man who fouled him. As Hazard was getting up ahead of steam, and Cooper just took him out. So that's another yellow card dished out. Kevin De Bruyne will be looking to deliver a similar kind of ball to what led to the first goal. De Bruyne with the free kick, about 40 yards out from goal, whips it towards the penalty spot, but it's headed away by Torres, and this time he's headed it far and away out for a throw. No chance of any volleys from that one. And as the goal scorer Mertens throws it in, but it's a terrible throw, and he's given it away. And now Panama looking to break quickly down the far side with Davis, but he's run into Vertonghen, who won the ball back, plays it forward to Lukaku, lays it off to Eden Hazard, who's driving at the defence again, plays it out wide to Carrasco, but it's a poor ball, and it's picked out by Davis. He's trying to bring the ball forward, but in the end turns and plays it back to Escobar. And then switch the play to Murillo on this near side. Murillo plays it forward. Good 1-2 with Barcenas. Plays it inside to Perez. Perez tries to chip it back over to him, but it's cut out by Boyata. Now Alderweireld playing it forward. Lukaku just inside the Panama half, wrestling with his man Escobar, who rugby tackles him and stops that break. 49 minutes, well, it's basically 50 minutes in, 5 seconds off that. And a good battle there between Escobar and Lukaku as they win the free kick. Mertens, the goal scorer, on the edge of the centre circle, tries to bring it forward. And Witsel winning the header. Getting it forward to Hazard, who again goes down under a challenge, this time from Murillo, who needs to be careful. It was Carrasco in the end, who hit the deck. And I think a card may have been brandished here. Referee's just having a word with multiple players. Murillo... Yeah, yes, Murillo has picked up a booking for his takeout of Carrasco. It's a free kick in a promising position here. There's a lot of debate as to where the free kick should be taken from. The referee's drawn his little circle with a magic spray. Ball goes in there, thank you. As De Bruyne stands over this free kick. It's probably about 25 yards out from goal, just left of centre. De Bruyne is the only one standing over this, although the goal scorer, Mertens, is nearby. So it looks like it's going to be De Bruyne to take. Lining this one up. Definitely looks like he's going to shoot here, I've got to say. It doesn't look like he's going to cross this one. 51.5 minutes gone. It's Kevin De Bruyne lines it one up. Oh, and it just hits the side netting on its way through. Just off target from Kevin De Bruyne. It was a good effort. If you put a little less whip on that, it might have caused all sorts of problems, but it eventually curled wide and just caught the side netting as it went past. 52 minutes gone. Belgium 1, Panama 0. A goal from Mertens, a sumptuous volley, is what separates these two sides. As the goalkeeper for Panama launches the ball forward from the goal kick. Tries to get it to Perez, who can't win the header. Boyata has a slice of it, and it ends up landing to the feet of Vertonghen, who hoofs it forward. Torres heads it straight back, though, and the ball's landed at the feet of Eden Hazard in the centre circle, who's breaking down this left-hand side. Although he's got Davis with him all the way. Forced to play it backwards to Vertonghen, who plays it forward to De Bruyne. De Bruyne tries to get Mertens in here, but Mertens was facing the wrong way when the ball was played. And Panama get themselves a free kick as the standing leg, I don't know who was fouled there, it didn't show me too well, but as the Panama manager's complaining about the lack of cards for Belgium right now. He's, I mean, to be fair, he's got a case. Probably could have a few more bookings dished out to Belgium for some of the challenges today, but there you go, as the ball is won on this near side by Belgium, but they proceed to dribble it out from Carrasco. Good job. Panama looking to try and get back into this. Here's Escobar. Plays it to the far side with Davis. Davis 1-2s. Now it's Rodriguez. Back to Escobar. Now Gomez in the centre circle. Plays it forward to Godoy. Now Davis on the near side, on the far side touchline. Sorry. Now Godoy inside to Davis. He's got Witsel for company in the middle of the park. Tries to chip a ball through towards Murillo in the box. Big save from Courtois. Vertonghen is absolutely livid with his defence because Murillo ghosted in completely unmarked. Vertonghen quite rightfully unhappy because it is not his job to be dealing with Murillo. It was eventually a combination between Courtois and Vertonghen. And a false start from this corner kick from Barcenas. So they're going to have a second go at it. Barcenas is ready, as is the ref, whips it in towards the penalty spot. Torres raises up, but can't get his header on target. It's a long way wide to the left of the Belgian goal. Got up well, it's just a shame his header. I mean, Vertonghen put a lot of pressure on him, to be fair. As we're looking at this opportunity again from Murillo. It was a wonderful ball through from Davis. The first touch is exquisite. And Vertonghen, it was a save from Courtois in the end. But Vertonghen was absolutely livid with his midfield, because when you're playing three at the back, dealing with the right back of the opposition is not the centre back's job most of the time. As Panama launched the ball forward again towards Perez, but it's headed away by Boyata. Boyata's dealt with the aerial threat very well so far. Murillo on this near side, trying to get it to Davis. He's battling away with Meunier, eventually wins a throw. Play it quickly towards Barcenas, but he was pulling Boyata's shirt whilst trying to win that ball back, and it's a free kick to Belgium. Yeah, just on this near side by the byline. Belgium have certainly been a bit better. The first 5 minutes they were very much a better side. So Panama just starting to get a grip again. Belgium just need to stay focused. Last thing you want to do is let Panama back into the game when you are quite clearly in control at this point. Panama just getting a little bit frustrated as it's launched long. And a free kick has been given against Escobar, about 40 yards out from goal, very central. Escobar fouling Lukaku apparently, as a lot of Panama players are getting rather frustrated with the referee. He's giving a lot of decisions to Belgium, and he's now booked another player, Godoy, for Panama, who wouldn't stop talking to the referee. He's essentially booked him for dissent, and that is Panama's 5th booking. So nearly half the team is on a yellow card now. No substitutions as of yet, but they've got to be careful, Panama. Don't want to lose their discipline. As the free kick from Kevin De Bruyne was, well, pretty shocking, if I'm honest. That was an attempt at a cross. It went straight out of play to the left of Panama's goal. So 57 minutes in, Belgium 1, Panama 0. As we said, a lot of yellow cards for Panama. They're on 5 yellow cards, whereas Belgium have only actually got 1. So they do have a little bit of a case of the referee being a little bit harsh with yellow cards for Panama as they look to bring it forward here. Up the middle, Davis trying to play in Perez. Perez has to turn, has a shot on goal, but it's just gone wide. Panama just getting a little bit frustrated by Belgium now, as Belgium take the goal kick quickly. Kevin De Bruyne looking to play a long ball over the top to Romelu Lukaku, but it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick at the other end. De Bruyne had the right idea. So we look here. Number 8, Barcenas got himself in a good position and just wasted it, really. Ran too far. Left the ball behind him, which made the shot all that more difficult. It's a goal kick, though, to Panama as Pinedo launches the ball forward again. Looking for Perez. Perez can't win the header against Witsel. Panama do pick up the second ball down. Now it's an opportunity for Barcenas on this near side touchline to deliver a decent cross, which is not what he does. He delivers a terrible cross, which goes out for a goal kick on the opposite side. As Cooper has gone down in a heap. He did take quite a battering from Vertonghen, which the referee played advantage from. He is still down, though, holding his knee, and the referee has gone back and booked Jan Vertonghen for that challenge. Quite roughly too. There's two Belgian players that he's pulled back and booked for fouls which he's played advantage for, so the referee's having a reasonable game, as much as Panama wants to protest that he's been a little bit biased in terms of the yellow cards dished out, but I think the referee's done okay today. As Courtois takes the goal kick short, gives it to Boyata, now Witsel. Now De Bruyne. Back to Witsel on the edge of the centre circle, just bringing it forward. Boyata, Oldeveld on the far side. Looking for options. Look with a long switching ball over to the near side for Carrasco, but it doesn't get through as Morello deals with it. Although his pass is not very good and he's giving it straight to Eden Hazard. Now Carrasco, who is not fouled by Torres. It was a clean challenge by Torres. He tries to play a long ball over the top to Perez, but it's gone straight through to Courtois. Panama just need to stop being so hasty on the ball. They're winning the ball back and then immediately playing it over the top for Perez, who's barely started running. And as I say, he's got 3 centre-backs to deal with. That's the one problem with Panama's tactic at the moment. They've set up in a 4-1-4-1. They're now behind, and their only outlet being their striker Perez. He's essentially got 3 people marking him. It's going to be hard work for him as Belgium looking to come forward here as the ball is played in towards Lukaku, but he can't quite control it. He always first touch to let him down there. Instead of it rolling forward, he's had to come back to get it, and then the defence has got in the way, and they've won the ball back. As I say that, they've played it long, and it's gone straight back to Belgium, and they look to build from the back, although their long ball over the top is picked up by Davis, which is then won back by Mertens. And Panama have another player down. He's got back to his feet fairly quickly, as now Vertonghen switches the emphasis to this near side with Eden Hazard just near the byline. Forced to play back to Witzel on the edge of the box, thinking about a shot, forced to dribble it wide, gets it to Hazard on the byline. He's got 2 players for company. Forced to play it back to Vertonghen. It's gone all the way back to Boyata in the centre circle, but he's quickly got it to Alderweireld on the far side. Gets it to Mertens. Mertens on the far side near the touchline. Gives a good 1-2 with Meunier, but Meunier forced to go back just that little bit more. As Panama just slowly boxing the Belgians in, although this is good play. Meunier getting the ball forward, trying to get the ball on the box, but Torres again with a low stooping header. Oh, goodness me. A cross from Mertens, who got a second bite of the cherry, and Torres stuck out his heel behind him and almost scorpion kicked it into his own net, but it looped over the bar. And now Belgium have a corner. 62 minutes in as Panama getting ready to make a substitution. As Mertens delivers this corner from the far side. Goes in towards Vertonghen on the penalty spot, but he heads it straight at the goalkeeper who deals with that. And for whatever reason, play has been stopped. And it looks like Panama are making 2 substitutions, in fact. So they're bringing Barcenas off, who's picked up a booking, which makes sense. So Barcenas is coming off, and in his place is going to be the number 9, Torres. So we've got 2 Torreses on the field, just to make my commentary duties a whole lot more difficult. And Diaz is coming on for the number 21. So Rodriguez, who hasn't actually picked up a booking, is coming off. And Diaz comes on. So I'm guessing that's going to be an extra man up top. You would think they need to have more attacking prowess at the moment. When you're 1-0 down, it's pointless playing the defensive formation that they are, because they're behind. They need to chase the game. As the goalkeeper then launches it forward towards Perez, but he's ruled out for offside. Good job. You've got one job. Stay onside from a long free kick. It's really not difficult. Anyway, Belgium take the free kick short. Gets it to De Bruyne, who plays it out wide to Meunier. Driving inside towards Carrasco. Mertens now by the byline. Tries to get it back to Meunier. He's claiming a throw. He gets the throw. Linesman agrees with him. Meunier is going to take that throw on the far side, just in line with the edge of the Panama box. And they're going all the way back to Boyata, who's on the kickoff spot. Plays it back to Alderweireld. Now Kevin De Bruyne on the far side. And that's a poor ball by De Bruyne, and it's cut out easily. But he's been bailed out by Mertens. Witzel now on the edge of the centre circle, plays it forward to Hazard. Hazard backheels it cleverly to Lukaku. Hazard being pulled back, and a free kick has been given. Godoy needs to be careful. Can't afford to foul too many times because he's carrying a booking. He talked himself into the book. If Eden Hazard had made more of a meal of that, he probably could have got him sent off, but Hazard actually stayed on his feet. So now we have a free kick very central, just a little bit left of centre, near the D, at 25 yards out. And Belgium certainly have plenty of free kick takers. De Bruyne's already had one sighter where he it went past the left-hand post. It was very close. See if he can improve his chance here. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne, and he hits the wall. Bit of a disappointing free kick, that one, but Meunier is going to mop up on that far side. Although Davis has followed him all the way and is taking it out for a throw on, which Belgium take quickly. They go back to Oldeveld. Back to Boyata. In the centre circle. Oldeveld again, just inside the Panama half on the far side. Back to Boyata. Now Vertonghen on this near side, switching the play. Eden Hazard. Forced backwards though. Back to Vertonghen. Vertonghen now quite a bit far back in his own half. Boyata on the edge of the centre circle. Panama pushing a bit higher up here. Certainly pressuring Belgium. Belgium are retaining possession well as Witsel and De Bruyne 1-2 it in the centre circle. It's eventually gone back to Vertonghen. Eden Hazard's having to drop deeper to get a touch on the ball as well. De Bruyne now with a pinged ball out wide, trying to switch the play, but it's just a little bit ahead of Meunier, who couldn't quite reach it, and it's gone out for a Panama throw, just in line with the edge of the area, which they take quickly. As Panama looking to come forward. Diaz, though, just couldn't quite keep it in play. And now it's a throw taken by Meunier for Belgium. It's deep in Belgian territory as Boyata's bringing the ball up to the centre circle. Vertonghen plays it out wide. Carrasco plays it back to Vertonghen. Now Boyata, edge of the centre circle. Oldeveld tries to play it forward into Mertens. Mertens just about gets it to Witsel. Now Meunier. Belgium just keeping the ball. Doing a good job. They're ahead, so there's no need to rush things. De Bruyne back to Oldeveld on the halfway line. Plays it forward to Mertens. Mertens tries to play it out wide to Meunier. His pass doesn't quite make it, but he wins the ball back with a great sliding tackle. And Belgium still have the ball. Witsel on the halfway line. Plays it to Oldeveld. Oldeveld forward to Mertens. Mertens gets it outright to Meunier. Meunier back to Hazard. Hazard looking to turn. He can't quite turn it just yet. Goes back to Witsel, all on the far side. Back to Boyata in the centre circle. Boyata now. Vertonghen. Vertonghen plays it to Carrasco. Carrasco gets fouled. Murillo's getting a little bit frustrated. He needs to be careful here. Don't talk yourself into a second booking. And he rolls the ball away, which if a referee was feeling really harsh, he could book him for unsportsmanlike behaviour. But the referee didn't actually see it as De Bruyne takes the free kick short and quick to Vertonghen. Vertonghen again on this near side. Witsel on the centre circle. As the players switching sides. Oldeveld plays it out wide. Meunier. Meunier crosses it into the box. It's gone in. The keeper's punched it clear. Done well there, goalkeeper. As Torres, the striker, tries to clear it, but it's only gone as far as Vertonghen. Now Hazard driving inside from this near side. Hazard jinking his way through. Hazard on the byline. Got Torres for company. Hazard still cuts inside. He's done really well. Plays it to the edge of the area with De Bruyne. De Bruyne switches it to his left foot. Chips it into the box. And Lukaku's there with a diving header. It's gone in the bottom right-hand corner. And Belgium with a great second goal. It's magnificent build-up play. Panama just couldn't get anywhere near the ball. And Belgium now in full control of this group stage tie. They have improved a lot in the second half. And Lukaku, who's had a good season at Manchester United, starts off his World Cup campaign with a goal. Terrific stuff from Belgium. The build-up play was absolutely superb. But Panama gave away a silly free kick. Kevin De Bruyne took it quickly. A quick exchange of passes. A bit of wizardry from Eden Hazard. And Kevin De Bruyne changing direction. The chipped ball in is just inch perfect. There's a little bit of talk of perhaps Lukaku being marginally offside. I think he's... well, it would be harsh if you were to call it offside. But his diving header was on the money, as was De Bruyne's chipped ball in with the outside of his boot. It's a terrific ball by De Bruyne. And the diving header is far into the right-hand corner. The goalkeeper's got no chance. And Lukaku gets his first goal of the World Cup. Belgium 2, Panama 0. As Panama gets back underway. Well, Panama's game plan has definitely gone out the window now. They can't sit back and try and disrupt Belgium because now they need 2 goals. And their long ball tactic, well, I say their long ball tactics haven't been working. They just play a long ball over the top to absolutely nobody, and it goes out for a goal kick to Belgium. So not being smart with the ball at the moment, Panama. They just need to stop with the long balls and try and keep possession a bit more. It's goodness me, Mertens. Not even the right name there either. Vertonghen has the ball, either way. I don't know why I called him Willian. It's because they all have it's because everyone's got afros. All the really good players. Witzel was the word I was looking for, not Willian. There you go. Regardless, Boyata. Now, Oldeveld. Back to Boyata. Plays it forward to Witzel. Get his name right this time. In the centre circle. Plays it back. Oldeveld again. This Belgium defence hasn't really been troubled at all this second half. As a third substitute is getting ready for Panama. They really need to change something as Murillo's being pursued relentlessly by Carrasco, who eventually fouled him. Is well in the Panama box. Roberto Martinez, whatever he said at half-time, credit to him, it obviously worked. Cracking start to the second half as we hit the 71st minute. It's been a whirlwind second half. Belgium have played extremely well. Panama haven't really offered much. As the ball is hoofed away by Jan Vertonghen. Everyone appreciating the goal from Mertens as how good it was. It was a cracking first goal to open the scoring. As Panama looking to come forward here. Perez plays it back to Godoy. Godoy switches the play to the opposite side with Davis. Davis puts it inside to Cooper. Cooper driving forward here. He's got Carrasco for company. Plays it to Perez. Perez switches it to the opposite side to Torres, who tries to chip Courtois from outside the box. Good luck. He's like 6'6", and from that distance, you've got absolutely no chance. As Courtois gobbled it up easily, with a smile on his face. I would be the same if I was 6'6" and somebody tried to chip me from that far whilst I was still on my line. Anyway, Boyata brings it forward. Gives it to Oldeveld, who plays it into Lukaku, whose first touch is worse than a 5-year-old's. Although he wins the ball back at the second attempt and plays it out wide, this time to Carrasco. Carrasco bringing it forward. Eden Hazard now on the byline. With the opportunity to cross here. He's only got Murillo in front of him. Now the other striker, Torres, the striker version, has come to help. But they've played it back to Witzel. Now back to Hazard. Heading to the byline again on this near side. Hazard again being forced back. He's got 3 shirts with him now. It's getting out of hand here. And eventually the Panama win the ball back. And then Witzel gives away a free kick by fouling Godoy. Well, they certainly know to keep Eden Hazard quiet. But when you've got so many talented players on the opposition, it's really hard to keep them all quiet. When you've got the creativity of De Bruyne, Hazard, it's just going to be so difficult. And just having a look, I mean, if you were really, really harsh and stringent about the offside rule, you would say that Lukaku's right shoulder is offside. But I read something about the referees being told not to call the marginal decisions because if it was blatantly, obviously offside and somebody missed it, then they'd use VAR. So they've let that on slide, I suppose. Still a cracking diving header. Oh, and Courtois almost closed down by Cooper there. It's just rebounded off Cooper and gone out for a goal kick. Courtois just taking his time a little bit too much liberty there as the goal kick is given, and looks like Moussa Dembele is going to come on for Belgium now. He's coming on now for the number 11, so Carrasco is coming off. He's put in a good shift, Carrasco. Caused all kinds of problems down this left-hand side. As Dembele in discussion with Witzel, they possibly could be switching positions here. Belgium have a throw on this near side. Vertonghen throws it long. It's headed away by Murillo, but it's being chased down by Witzel. Witzel wins it back, but it's only gone through to Escobar. Escobar launches it forward towards Torres. But Torres can't keep it in play, and now Vertonghen is going to take this throw on this near side. We're about to hit the 75th minute. Vertonghen shouting at his teammates, come on, move around, don't be statues on a throw. Basic basic stuff that you should be taught from the age of 10. Don't stand still for a throw. And he throws it straight to Murillo. Goodness me. There have been some sloppy passes here. Now, Witsel has won the ball. Now he plays it forward to Eden Hazard, bringing it over the halfway line. There's a possible counter-attack here. Eden Hazard plays it through to Lukaku in the box. Lukaku gets it over the keeper, and it's in the back of the net. Belgium are 3-0 up. Lukaku with a sumptuous finish. And Hazard cuts the defence apart with that ball through to Lukaku. Belgium are 3-0 up. 3 points in the bag. 75 minutes gone. It is Belgium 3, Panama 0. Contest over. And Lukaku has got 2 goals to his name now. Terrific second half from Belgium, and we've still got 15 minutes left. This could become a right old rout here. They win the ball back on the edge of their own box. De Bruyne gets it straight out to Witsel, who immediately releases Hazard. Hazard then, like a hot knife through butter, plays it through to Lukaku, who just dinks it over the keeper with his left foot on this near side of the box. And it's a cracking finish. 3-0 Belgium, and they are well and truly in control. Romelu Lukaku showing that good form he did for Manchester United in the league. Keepers, I feel sorry for the keeper because he's got no chance in that situation. The ball is inch perfect. Damned if you stay on your line, damned if you come out. But Lukaku finishes it, no questions asked. He's on a hat-trick now. So joins Diego Costa on 2 goals. Obviously Ronaldo has 3. Possibly eyeing up the golden boot, perhaps at this early stage, who knows. But 76 minutes gone. 3-0 Belgium. Cracking second goal for Lukaku. As Panama now, well, the contest is over. Let's face it, they've been devoid of ideas all game long. They're just playing it around at the back here. Escobar, who had a really good first half. He hasn't really had a good second half, as Panama looking to try and come forward here. But Witsel again on the edge of his own box gets it to Hazard. Hazard tries to get going, but apparently doesn't get fouled. It's a good tackle there. And now Panama on this near side. Torres. Now Davis looking to try and play it forward to Perez, but it's headed away by Vertonghen. And Kevin De Bruyne looking to set Hazard on his way on this near side with a long ball over the top. Hazard's got to the byline, he's in the box, he's got 2 players for company, tries to switch it inside to his right foot, and eventually Panama get 3 men on him to get the ball back, and they launch it forward. And that first touch was so bad. And now Mertens has the ball. Mertens plays it all the way back to Boyata as Belgium just look to slow things down a little bit. It's got a little bit chaotic. But Belgium certainly asserting their dominance here. Just keeping hold of the ball. Boyata and Oldeveld just exchanging passes on the halfway line. Now they look to kick it forward to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne gets it over to this near side with Moussa Dembele. Dembele plays it out wide to Hazard. Hazard on the byline again. Tries to get it inside, and a brilliant sliding tackle from Murillo. Perfect sliding tackle. 10 out of 10 with that one. Wins the ball back, and then manages to win a throw for Panama on this near side. He's had a hard time on that side, Murillo, but that sliding tackle was 10 out of 10. Would do again. Brilliant stuff. A good sliding tackle is almost as good as a great goal, in my opinion. That's the defender and me talking. They play it all the way back to their goalkeeper, Panama, which they lump long, which is what they've been doing all game long. And they win the ball, though, as Torres is trying to bring the ball forward here. Diaz gets that wide to Davis. Davis looking to whip the ball in. It's towards Torres, but he can't quite reach it. And it's gone out for a throw on the opposite side. Panama, just at this stage, a goal would be a confidence booster for them because they have been ripped apart in the second half. They just haven't played as well as a unit in this second half as they did in the first, although Belgium have stepped it up a gear or two. Vertonghen again shouting at his teammates to do the basics from a throw-in. I can't throw it to you if you're standing still marked. And they give it away from the throw-on again because Belgium appear to be unable to take throw-ins. They just don't know how they work. Anyway, the ball's ended up at De Bruyne's feet on the edge of the centre circle. Plays Lukaku away on that far side. He's got 1 man ahead of him. Gets past 1, almost bulldozes his way past 2, but Panama again throwing extra bodies in the way. Panama bringing it over the halfway line now. This is with Diaz. Diaz hits the deck, gets back to his feet and almost wins the ball back again, but it's trickled all the way through to Courtois. Courtois then lumps the ball forward left-footed. Looking to switch it. That's a great ball to Eden Hazard on this near side, who's got to the byline. He's on his own, though. He's got absolutely no support. Courtois with a perfect distribution there. And then Murillo wins the ball back legitimately. Eden Hazard a little bit frustrated that he didn't win a free kick. Murillo, probably one of the few Panama players to have a little bit of pride in this performance. He's not done too badly on this near side, especially when you have to deal with Eden Hazard for most of it. Essentially, he's having to deal with two wingers because you've got Eden Hazard on the left of the front three, and then you've had Carrasco and then Dembele as left midfielders as well. So essentially, the right back is having to deal with two left wing players. Really difficult to deal with that, but he's not done too badly. As Belgium take the throw, they send it all the way back to Boyata, and Alderweireld switches it to the other side. Now with Muniesa. Playing it forward, driving towards the edge of the box, gets it back to Mertens. Mertens gets it back to Lukaku. Surely that's offside from Mertens. It's not offside. The back heel. Oh, no, it is offside. The linesman just took his time to raise his flag. I don't like it when they do that. When it's offside, immediately flag. Please do. Let's have a look. Fractionally offside was Mertens. He got it inside to Muniesa, who cheekily backheeled it. Goalkeeper was awake and got a hand on it, but then the referee blew his whistle as it was offside. 80 minutes gone. We're about to hit the 81st, and no surprises who's got the most key passes this game. Kevin De Bruyne with 12. As Belgium leading by 3-0. Dembele plays it out wide to Hazard, who's just bringing it up this near side touchline. Plays it forward to Lukaku. Lukaku plays it back to Hazard. Hazard tries to play it into Mertens, who hits the deck. Was fouled. It's a free kick. 25 yards out as Mertens just takes his time getting to his feet. And there's some debate as to who's going to take this free kick. Romelu Lukaku is standing over the ball. I'm on a hat-trick. I want to get a hat-trick. Although Eden Hazard has the ball in his hands. So good luck arguing with him. And looks like we've got a substitution on the way. Oh goodness, Thorgan Hazard. Look, why are people trying to make my commentary duty so difficult? I've got two Torreses. Now I'm going to have the Hazard brothers. Oh, for goodness sake. It's going to be Mertens, the goal scorer of the sumptuous volley, who's going to make way in the 82nd minute. Although he hasn't turned around to see the subs board yet. I can't be substituted if I don't see the board. He's going to take this free kick, I think. Although, trying to argue with Eden Hazard. Good luck. He hasn't seen the board yet. As Hazard hits it towards goal, it's deflected. Gone out for a throw. A Panama player has also taken it to the second Panama player to take a free kick to the face. Now Mertens has seen the board, and he's going to trudge his way over to be substituted for Thorgan Hazard, the second of the Hazard brothers. There is a third one, but he's not in the Belgium team. So my commentary job is made just that little bit more difficult by the fact that we have two Torreses on the pitch, now two Hazards. As yeah, just make my life easy. Come on, guys. 83 minutes gone. Mertens gets a standing ovation. His goal, I think, was the best goal of the match. It was a sumptuous volley from the corner of the box. As Thorgan Hazard comes on. The troll card for FIFA in Ultimate Team, as a lot of people call it. You'd see Hazard pop up on your screen, and then, oh, it's Thorgan Hazard. But he's got to be good if he's made the Belgium team as well. He's certainly made a career for himself. They briefly played together at Chelsea, although Thorgan didn't make the first team very often. In fact, I don't think he ever played a Premier League game. As Gomez leaves the pitch with after taking that ball to the face. Retrieving treatment from a physio as Belgium win the ball back. Witsel plays it back to Boyata. Boyata with a hospital pass, which Alderweireld deals with. And Belgium just, they need to concentrate here. There's still 6 minutes left. They're just getting a little lackadaisical with their passing here. Alderweireld gets a foot on the ball and keeps it simple. Gets it outside to Muniesa. Muniesa to De Bruyne, just inside the Panama half. Could there be a fourth goal on the cards here? Muniesa on the far side, near the touchline, looking for options, plays it inside to Lukaku, just outside the box. Lukaku tries to play it back to Vertonghen. Vertonghen gets it and plays it out wide to Eden Hazard. Hazard looking to turn against Torres. Tries to get it inside to his brother Thorgan Hazard, but it doesn't quite work out. The ball's won back by Panama. Panama looking to bring the ball forward. It's Davis on the far side with a long ball forward, but Alderweireld is going to deal with that in his own half. As Courtois now has the ball, he's being closed down, so he needs to get rid of it quickly. He does so. Long ball straight to the centre circle, but Davis wins it back. And a free kick has been given the way of Panama. Played back to Torres straight away. Panama taking things quickly. As the ball's played forward. Now it's Godoy. Godoy playing in, and there's a chance. Oh, an opportunity here for Diaz, but Courtois races off his line to meet Diaz and just about gets the ball, although it looks like he was offside. I think that's what the referee's signalling. Let's have a look here. Diaz was not offside. Why are they flagging for offside? Oh, right. Yes, he was offside. It was not the first ball, but the second ball that he was offside with. Even so, Courtois was alert to it and saved it anyway. So, Courtois, quite happy to keep a clean sheet. As Belgium just playing it around at the back now. Boyata just on the edge of his own box. As we hit the 86th minute, it's Belgium 3, Panama 0. Looking like a routine victory as Witzel is chopped down by Escobar, who's had a very physical match so far. Witzel's gone down. Let's have a look here. Oh, that is going to sting. Took a knee to the inside of his thigh. So a bit of a dead leg probably. And they are not nice to get. But he's back on his feet. Panama fans still making plenty of noise. I think they're just happy to be here. They're not here to make up the numbers, though. I'm sure they'll fancy their chances against Tunisia. And if they defend like they did in the first half, they'll have a good chance against England. As they win the ball back, they bring it into the centre circle with Davis. Now Godoy on the halfway line on the far side. 3 minutes left of normal time as Torres, the captain, at the back, plays it to Murillo on this near side. Murillo gets it to Cooper. Cooper then plays it back to Murillo on this near side. They're driving forward. Murillo gets a ball in the box. He can't quite get it to Diaz. And Muniesa is going to deal with that. And it's just about gone out for a throw. Muniesa is going to take it as well. We're just going to look back at the goal again. The sumptuous ball through by Hazard and the lovely finish by Lukaku. And Belgium winning as they should be. On paper, this looked like a bit of a landslide victory for Belgium, and they are certainly winning by a long way. Oh my goodness, that was a high foot from De Bruyne. Oh, Diaz is going to feel that one right into the ghoulies, as we'll call it. Every man in the stadium will be wincing at that one. I think Kevin De Bruyne is going to pick up a deserving yellow card. One does not raise his studs to a man's crown jewels, please. Thank you very much. Oh, that's going to sting. Kevin De Bruyne gets a yellow card. As Panama have a free kick in a promising position here, just to the left of goal, about 25 yards out. 3 Panama players standing over the ball, debating as to who's going to take it. Who wants to have a go at scoring Panama's first ever World Cup goal? As we've got a substitution in the offing as well, by the looks of things. As I think Chadley is getting ready on the sidelines. Whether it's going to take place before this free kick or not, so I don't think it is. As Courtois has lined up his wall. And it's a shot from this free kick, but it's straight at Courtois at his near post. Went under the wall. He's done well to gather that in with his midriff. And we're into the last minute of normal time here. He curled it low and around the wall, but it wasn't enough to beat Courtois, as Muniesa is making a run down this far side touchline. Gets past one, goes past 2 Panama players, whips the cross in, but it's blocked and it's gone out for a corner. And Chadley is now ready to come on. A substitution is being allowed to be made, and it is going to be the number 6 who comes off, which is Witsel. Witsel, who's had a cracking shift in the midfield. He's done a cracking job. And Belgium giving him a standing ovation. He's been a very industrial midfielder today. He's done a brilliant job of holding down the midfield and deservedly gets a standing ovation from all the Belgian fans. And he will get a few minutes of rest while Chadley is going to see injury time out for Belgium. We don't know how much injury time there's going to be as Hazard whips in the corner towards the penalty spot, but it's headed away by Torres, the captain. Handball shouts against Belgium. Referees wave play on as Panama still have the ball on a going forward. Just inside the Belgium half now. There's going to be 4 minutes added time. Can Panama get their first World Cup goal? Not on this attack because the ball's been won back by Kevin De Bruyne. So 4 minutes to be confirmed as added on, and it is confirmed by the 4th official. And Thorgan Hazard gets it to De Bruyne, who gets tackled. And it's actually gone out for a Panama throw. So, votes for man of the match comment section. You've got 4 minutes to make up your mind. I've been very impressed with quite a few players in this team. I'll give my votes just before full time. But there's plenty of contenders. So leave your votes in the comments section and we shall decide in a few minutes. It's Hazard on this near side. Plays it forward to Thorgan Hazard. Gets it to Chadley by the byline. Chadley gets inside, but he gets tackled by Davis and it's hacked away. Kevin De Bruyne gets a toe on it. Can Eden Hazard keep it in? He does keep it in, but he loses out to Murillo, who's one of my candidates for man of the match. I thought he's done a really good job. Let's see, as this goal kick's being taken. %61% possession with Belgium. 39, 15 to 6 shots in favour of Belgium as well. That shows a lot, especially in the second half, as Panama looking to bring the ball forward. Here's Cooper on the far side touchline. We've got 2 minutes of added time left. Cooper, he's gone down. He's it looks like he's suffering with cramp as it comes to Godoy looking for Diaz, but he's lost the ball out to Hazard, and Hazard's looked to chip a ball through to Lukaku, who's chasing it. He's up against Escobar. He's got past one. He's hit the deck after making contact with the second. Referee said no foul, and now Panama. It's a long-range shot, and Courtois almost caught out there. That was a cracking effort from long distance. I don't know whether we were still in play here, because let's have a look. It was the number 20, Godoy, just launched one from a long, long way. Courtois had to run all the way back and get a hand on it. I don't think we were actually in active play, though. No, the ref had stopped play. And the ref's calling it to be a drop ball way back in the middle of the pitch. We've got 1 minute of added time left. And so I'm going to give my man of the match. Let's have a look at... so I'm going to give my man of the match. There's quite a few contenders out there. Certainly for Panama, obviously Murillo, who I think has done extremely well on this near side at right back, having to deal with both Mertens and Eden Hazard. Also Carrasco whenever Mertens and Carrasco swapped wings. He's done extremely well. But the second half in particular, Eden Hazard has been an absolute thorn in Panama's side, causing all sorts of problems. And there's also Kevin De Bruyne, who's set up Lukaku's second goal. But I'm going to give it to Hazard. He's caused all sorts of problems on this near side. He may well have been marshalled well by Murillo, but Murillo having a good game, he still got past him, got an assist for one of the goals as well. So that's my man of the match, is going to be Eden Hazard, as Panama trying to get the ball in the box, but they can't get it past Moussa Dembele. They've got it out of the box. Added time is up. The referee looks at his watch and full time is blown. Belgium, after a sticky first half, They went up through the gears for the second half, started really well, scoring a goal within the first minutes, and Belgium win confidently in the end. 2 goals from that man there, Romelu Lukaku, and a sumptuous volley from Mertens in the second half demolished Panama's resolute defence. And Belgium, who, you know, on paper, you would have expected a 3-0 victory in this one. They delivered the goods eventually in the second half. Panama just didn't have any ideas as to how to get through the defence. I've got to say, Derek Boyata as well, a shout out to him as well. He was up there for man of the match as well. He marshalled everyone brilliantly and didn't let anything past him. But Eden Hazard was always going to win that contest because he caused all sorts of problems on this near side. But that is it for the coverage of this game. I'm going to hand you over to John Stuttard. Goodness, my voice is really giving out at this point. John Stuttard for the roundup of all the action today. Obviously, he will be covering England against Tunisia in just over an hour's time, which I'm glad I'm not doing because England like to run me through the mill far too many times. And, well, it's all the pressure on you, John, to cover England in their quest for another World Cup. We've been searching for it for ages. We can't seem to find it. What is it, 52 years now? So a lot of expectation on... Well, I say a lot of expectation, not much. But let's get to the first game in this group. England's group has finished 3-0 to Belgium. They will be sitting atop the group unless England can somehow dispatch of Tunisia by 4-0. So I'm going to hand you back over to John Stuttard with Eden Hazard winning the JB man of the match. And it's been a terrific performance from Belgium. And I'm going to leave it there. So all yours, John. That's me for the evening. I'll see you all later.
Well, follow that, England. Follow that, England. Oh, well, Martin has got it right in the second half. Great goal from Mertens. A diving header by Lukaku, and then a sumptuous lob over the keeper and into the far corner from Lukaku. And it looked a routine victory, but Panama, for the first sort of 45 minutes, did make it rather difficult for them, so they could take a lot of heart, the Panama side. There were questions whether Lukaku was offside or not. To me, having looked at the replay, I think he's level. Personally, I mean, I'd have given the attacker the benefit of the doubt anyway. It would have been a crime to take that diving headed goal away from him there, because it was such an exquisite piece of work. A lovely cross from De Bruyne, who I thought was excellent and was very probably unlucky to be edged out for Hazard for man in the match, but Hazard is no man in the match and he's played well as well. But you can't say Lukaku hasn't played well. Back to his brilliant best. I mean, had a little bit of he had a good season with United, although a little bit indifferent at times. But this third one with his left foot, lobbing it over the goalkeeper who'd advanced, and into the far corner it went. So a great victory there for the Belgians, and they've set the standard in this group, that is for sure, in Group F. Now England have got to follow it, and I've just seen the team coach heading towards the stadium in Volgograd. What an opportunity here for the English as the England team arrive at the stadium here. What an occasion it could be for England, and we'll have the whole game live, and it'll be me, John Stuttard, commentating on the match and presenting. We'll have the build-up from 22 quarter to 7 tonight. The game kicks off at 7 with the anthems at 5-2. Can England get off to a good start as we are bidding to win our first World Cup since 1966? We have to surely believe this year. Gary Kane believes. He said it often enough in the press conferences and the like. But England are arriving. They're on their way to the stadium here in Volgograd. And let's hope England can get off to a fantastic start against the Tunisians. 20 years ago, in the World Cup in France, England kicked off their campaign under Glenn Hoddle against Tunisia. 20 years on, in their second ever meeting between these two sides in a World Cup, they play each other again. So it's also, well, I wouldn't say friends reunited. And guess who got the goals that day? A certain Alan Shearer and a certain Paul Scholes. So we're going to take a 40-minute break. Join us in 40 minutes time for England against Tunisia. Can we get off to a good start? Belgium winning 3-0, Sweden winning 1-0 in Germany's group earlier today, but it's all about England tonight as we look to try and possibly have a good World Cup. We haven't had one for some time, Surely it's got to be ours time this time, surely. England against Tunisia in 40 minutes time. Join me in Volgograd for the whole game live. Until then, have a lovely evening. Until then, have a wonderful tea time and have a wonderful 40 minutes chill out. Because tonight it is going to be heart stopping. It's going to be heart pumping as I talk you through the first chapter of England's World Cup bid. See you in 40 minutes time. From me, JB. Thank you for Chris Whiteman for commentating. He's off to his badminton now, but it's England against Tunisia in 40 minutes time. Take care now. See you later. Bye bye.